Hey, Stephen, Demetrius here. So here's this quick video I told you I'd shoot for you. And you mentioned hydrojetting was kind of your service you wanted to do more of. So I typed in hydrojetting Bristow, VA. And when I do, you'll notice that there's a couple of businesses here that are running some Google guaranteed ads, right? These guys right up here. So they are paying Google, right, to show up at this space. Below that, you have Yelp, which is a directory listing, right? These guys here, which I'm not sure why this listing is showing up, because when I click on the link, it actually, there's nothing there. So maybe it just haven't been crawled in a while, but regardless, we'll keep going down, and you'll notice that Bravo Jetting is kind of heading the pack here, right? And just below that, you have the map pack. So for some reason, these sites are showing up stronger than the map pack. Generally, you'll see the map pack kind of listed above all of these sites here. But regardless, most of the phone calls, right? I even wager to say probably 6 to 7 out of 10 people that are looking for any particular service are going to stop here, right? And this is where most of the phone calls or clicks to your website are going to come from, right? The map pack. And there's a reason that the map pack is here, and it's some prime real estate. So if your business is showing up in this top 3, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get that phone call to your business for people looking to inquire about your service, right? And the main reason that these guys are showing up here is that they have not only completed a Google business profile, but they fully optimized it. And what I mean by that is that they have filled it out entirely, their name, address, phone number, business description, which you can include up to like 750 characters, right? And so you should fully take advantage of that space, because it's an opportunity for you to include some of the keywords that you want to rank for in this case, right? Hydrojetting Bristow, VA. You also want to build out citations, and so citations are anywhere that your name, address, and phone number show up on the web, and you'll find those in things like directories, right? So again, we go back up to like Yelp, right? So if you created a Yelp listing for your business, right, that'll give you a citation. You can also get citations in places like Dex, Yellow Pages, even your Facebook business profile will give you a citation, right? And the more of those, the better, because at the end of the day, you want to show Google that you are an authority in your space, right? And so the more places that you're listed on the web, the more Google looks at you as an authority, right? And these guys up here, Bravo, have done a really good job at that. That's why they're showing up number 1 here in the map pack, right? So just from looking at these guys showing up here, showing up above the map pack and being number 1 in the map pack, I can pretty much guarantee that these guys are dominating your market, almost without seeing anything else, right? And so success leaves clues. And so let's take a look and see what these guys are doing, because we can get a peek and really see what needs to be done in order to not only compete, but start dominating and doing what these guys are doing, right? And so let's take a peek at their website. So for me, this looks to kind of be like some low-hanging fruit, right? Because right off the bat, their site isn't very extravagant. What I mean by that is they don't have a ton of content on their site. Half of ranking a website is having content, authoritative content. But they do mention, right, drain cleaning, jetting, right, the services that you offer. You want to list that on your website, especially your homepage. So you'll notice they mentioned here, they even kind of get into what is hydrojetting. If you take a peek here, right, this people also ask. That's something that you might want to include on your website, right? Because it's stuff that people are constantly searching for when they're looking for this particular service, in this case, jetting, right? And so you want to have at least 1,000 words of content on your homepage. And the fact that these guys don't, they might have maybe 200 words of content, maybe 300 words total, tells me that it wouldn't take a whole lot to beat these guys out, right? And again, every service that you offer, you can build that out and make it its own page. So here these guys they got plumbing, they got jetting, they got camera inspections, drain cleaning, right? And each of those are their own page. And they have reviews, the latest projects. Again, that's kind of similar to reviews, right? But again, it's just more space for them to take up to talk about the services that they offer, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at Titan Jetters. Now, it's great here. You have the call to action, right? You got the phone number up top. Sync camera inspections. You got a promo deal going on there. I'd be curious to see how much of those you actually do. But having the call to action there is great, right? You mentioned drain cleaners here. Again, another call to action, but there's not a ton of content, right? Services. Again, services. Each service you offer should be its own page, right? So, just in our brief chats, right? I know that drain cleaning is a service you offer. Jetting is a service you offer. Obviously, just from looking at the top here, right? Sewer scopes, right, is a service. So that's 3 right there. But you don't have a service pages going deeper into those things that you offer. Right. Again, this is all about maximizing space, and really, here it's you really just have a one-page website, which doesn't do a whole lot for you when you look at the competition. And these guys have, which isn't much, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages, right, of a website. You got to do more, right? Especially if you want to compete with the big dogs, you got to do what the big dogs do. Last but not least is backlinks. And backlinks are essentially votes to your site. But not all votes are created equal. And so the best way to explain that is the more relevant the backlink, the more votes you're going to get to your site. So for example, if you were to link your website out to another blog or another sewer or drain cleaning business, right? Let's say in even in your same location, right? But let's say Miami or Dallas or Seattle, you're going to get more votes than if you were to link to, say, a Pizza Hut, right? Because you're not in the business of selling pizzas. And so the more of those combined with the content on your site is going to help drive you onto the first page and eventually get you up to the top where these guys are dominating, right? So the key takeaways here, right, is citations, right? Name, address, phone number over the web, directory listings. Next is content on your site, right? Build out the content, get it there, a home page, service pages, before and after photos, things like that. All of those things help. And last but not least, backlinks, right? Votes to your site. So citations, content, backlinks. If you want to know more, how to do some of these things, feel free to reach back out to me and we can kind of talk about next steps. All right, thanks.